Hi, everyone. We are
LaChiMoLaLa.
LaChiMoLaLa. And we are back with another music video reaction request this time. This
Yeah.
is for A.C.E. Goblin, and we're going to watch the original music video, and then we're going to watch the director's cut. And considering we've never heard the song, don't know the band, I mean, we're really diving in.
Yeah. The only thing I know about this band is that I think one of the members is from a K-drama. That's all I know.
I'm sure. I'm
I
sure.
That's all I know because when I scroll on my Facebook, I just saw his I can't remember his name, of course, because my memory sucks. But like I just remember like, oh, from ACE, I was like, oh, huh, that must be a band.
This
So
band is constantly being pushed on me through many algorithms, YouTube, Amazon Music, Spotify, because they're like, girl, you like everything else like this. Why aren't you listening to this? And the problem is there's so much music. It's been
yeah.
on my list to listen to. I literally have not gotten to it. So I'm very grateful for this request because it means I'll have to get to it.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Keyhan's undercut and voice killed me.
Best
Um,
handle.
yes, best ever.
We see you, we feel you, we know you.
We hear you. Oh my goodness. Yes, we do. So, yeah, so all I heard from her is that this music video is very beautiful. So no spoilers from her, but
All
it is
right.
gorgeous. So,
Well, then should we just dive in?
oh yeah, let's
All
do it.
right, here we go. A.C.E. Goblin. Woo woo. Ooh, I don't think I listen to anyone on this label.
Yeah, I've never heard of Beat.
Uh-oh.
Okay, something like this.
Oh my.
Wow. Okay. Oh, look at the makeup.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the traditional clothing. Oh my. Look at the drapes. Okay. Sorry.
Oh my.
The sets are so cool.
Oh. I'm guessing they're all the visual.
I guess so.
They all know how to give that look.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was a very unexpected transition.
Right?
Okay, at least two of them love crop tops. So I'm already excited about that.
Oh my.
I also love crop tops on other people. I like this guy's voice.
Yeah. I always like this black and red combination.
I know, it looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that
Oh,
was cool.
yeah. Oh my gosh, wow.
Wow. Oh. Ooh, I love when there's credits.
Yeah, right? It's so
I mean,
good.
that's just the, I just feel like everyone deserves credit.
Yeah, no,
It can only be 5 seconds. I'm down.
I'm totally with you because at least like when it's on a video like this, you could pause it and read like who produced it, arranged it, mixed it,
Yeah.
because not everyone buys the physical product,
Mhm.
So, oh,
And people who do music videos aren't usually listed on that anyway.
that's true.
I know we're going to watch the other one, but I feel like I'll forget all my thoughts about
Yes,
this one
let's
if we
talk
don't
about
do a
this.
brief. Okay.
Okay, we're vibing. We're always vibing, girl.
Always. So let's start with the music. Um, I like the hook a lot. It does not sound like it goes with the verse, but I like the verse a lot. It's just very interesting that they it seems like two very different songs smushed together,
Yeah,
but because of the way they did it, they know that it's like that. So they give you that huge break in the music. They're like, yeah, we're changing songs. Ready? Here it is. So
yeah,
I'm okay with it.
yeah.
I thought it would bother me, but honestly, by the second or third time, I was like, okay, I like this.
Yeah, normally I'm not really into that either, because the transitioning is just weird and awkward sometimes when people do that.
It can be hard on the ears, especially if you're
Yeah,
like I was grooving to the verse. So then
yeah,
for them to totally switch gears, sometimes you're like, ugh.
yeah. It's like cringeworthy, right? So I'm like, yeah, but I think it went really well with this song,
Yeah, this one
So
worked. I think like I said, I think I liked it because they didn't pretend like they weren't doing it.
yeah.
They didn't try to trick us. They're like, you get it. You get it, right?
It's true. It's true. It's okay. So the song is called Goblin, right?
Mhm.
I don't know. There was like that little whistling too that I heard, and I don't know
You
why.
love whistling.
I do. I do.
Whistling's your jam.
It's totally my jam. It's so weird. I don't know why, but it is. But yeah, I heard some whistling too, and I kind of liked it, but it kind of gave me Halloween vibes too for some odd reason.
I think a lot of that might have also been like the black and the red and oh, we'll get into that. Sorry, we'll get
Yeah.
into that. Sorry, we're still focused on the music. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Thoughts.
Yeah.
I have them.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay, yeah, but yeah, it kind of felt like it's like whistling, but like a little bit of howling to me. Oh, so which kind of like I get because like
And was that
name's
during the
Goblin.
chorus mostly?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was interesting because during the chorus, it's mostly them saying sounds. It's not words per se. Like most of the verses had all the heavy words.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, I thought that was interesting too, that the chorus was more like a onomatopoeia kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So, I mean, those are pretty much all my thoughts, like I had the same as yours.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's an interesting song, I feel like. It's very
Yeah.
unique
Yeah.
on the ears. So,
I haven't heard something like this before,
Mm.
and that's saying something because we listen to a lot of music.
Yes, we do.
But this does stand out. It also felt, I mean, they were obviously going for it with outfits and stuff like that, but it had a little bit more of like a rocky vibe, even though there was hardcore dancing in it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily call this a dance track.
No,
You know
I
what
don't
mean?
think so. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's like I could picture them doing this with just like a rock band in back and not dancing at all, and it would still be good.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting too. Like there was a lot of dancing, but I don't consider it a dance song. Very
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
And I did just want to talk a little bit. First of all, you were right. It is beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, you couldn't stop gushing about the materials, all the materials, the curtains, the outfits, the this, the that.
Yeah.
But I did think there's like a really good color saturation.
Mhm.
So things really popped. Like you said, their makeup, stuff like that. That I believe is down to, that augmentation of the pigments and stuff.
Yeah.
That's probably a post thing, and it really works. It looks really good.
Oh my gosh, the makeup on them, you would think that maybe it's too much,
Mhm.
but I thought it was just right. Like
Yeah.
one of the guys had like, you could clearly see like the pink shade on his eyes and
Mhm.
stuff like that.
And it was like under his eyes and the whole lid.
Yeah, yeah. And you
Uh-huh.
would think that that's way too much, but I thought it was perfect when it came like in, you know, uh, together with his clothes, like it
Yeah.
worked really well.
Because the
So,
production does have a kind of, I mean, it makes sense. Like you said, the title's Goblin. It has a bit of a sinister feel, even
mhm.
though it's actually fun and upbeat. And you're like, yeah, those are my Goblin boys. Which, by the way, BT Dub's hilarious. Sidebar. My friends who have kids, I don't have very many, but the few who do, they all call their kids goblins when they get together. They're like, look at those goblins. So I was like dying because I'm like, yeah, little goblins. Um, but yeah, I was also just thinking that the sinister vibe, I feel like that's another reason why the makeup really worked.
hmm
That heavy makeup wouldn't work on like, innocent
Yeah,
love
happy-go-lucky
song. Yeah. This was a little more intense, so it could hold up to that kind of stuff. And I did
Yeah.
notice you pointed out there was a lot of traditional clothing, but all of it was tweaked.
hmm
Like, for instance, that hat the guy was wearing at the end had all the little like spikes, but they were all in the same color. They weren't metal, so that you could like, it's like if you looked, you could see that stuff had been augmented to be more like edgy,
Yeah.
but it was still traditional clothing, which was
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah. I like that blend of like modernism, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so and traditional clothing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't like that, because it's just again, I feel like it's like a paradox kind of thing, but that's just
Mhm.
me being old school. But I mean, it just really depends, how it looks and
Mhm.
stuff like that, and the concept and theme and all that kind of stuff. But no, but this I like how edgy they looked,
Mhm.
and when they were dancing like in the white like I don't know, it
At
looks
the
like
end.
yeah, at the end it looks like kimonos to me, and it just was very flowy with the choreography, and
Mhm.
it looked really cool. Like I like that a lot.
And like we were talking about, the juxtaposition between those traditional over garments, and each of them was wearing a hard rock t-shirt underneath. There was
Mhm.
Metallica, and there was Guns N' Roses, and there was
Mhm.
Oasis. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
again, that old and new mixed together.
Yeah.
Um, Very noticeable, very cool. One guy had like a headband that like had little spikes on it, which I was like all about. I was like, where do I get that? That's cute. Um,
I will say though, there was one of the guys who wore a Nike headband that was distracting to me. Like
hmm.
I wish that
You didn't
they
need the branding.
I didn't need, yeah,
Mhm.
unless Nike paid and sponsor them, then that's a whole different story.
In which
Because
case, you got to do what you got to
then
do.
you have to put that brand on there,
If
because
Nike paid for this, then good
yeah,
on you.
yeah, because there's plenty of artists out there that you could tell that it's the branding because they zoom in on like beats or something like
Yeah.
that, and they get paid X amount of dollars to like sponsor that. So
And that's called doing your job.
yeah.
So I've got no problem with that.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I don't know if Nike sponsored them. I would expect like they would wear more Nike gear. I don't know.
Yeah. So it was a
But
little distracting having just
yeah,
that one piece.
just that one piece was a little
Yeah.
bit distracting. I wish it was just all white. I think it would have been like much better. But again, like I kind of see what they were trying to do, like blending in like,
Mhm.
that modern take with their traditional clothing. But yeah, I just wish
And it
I
was
didn't see that.
interesting, all the traditional clothing, to your point about the dancing at the end, it all had more of like a soft feel to it.
hmm
So all the hard bits seemed like the modern stuff,
Yeah.
which is interesting because I'm not saying modern life ain't harsh, but let's be real. old school life was harsh too.
Yeah.
Like you're always like, oh, I would have loved to live 100 years ago. No, you wouldn't.
Yeah. I love indoor plumbing. Thank you very
Right?
much.
I don't do outhouses. I
No
like
privies.
to read at night. You need light to do that.
Yes.
So I did think it was interesting because it kind of made the traditional stuff feel a little nostalgic in a way. You know what I mean? Like a harkening back to something that's beautiful and everything. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just interesting. That play really, I mean, that was my favorite part, honestly, was
Yeah.
the clothing, I think, to me conveyed the most of their message. Like
Yeah.
you could get it just from that.
Yeah. I like their other clothes too, aside from like the traditional clothing, the contrast of there's something about black and red,
Mhm.
and it went well again with like what you mentioned before. It has like a sinister vibe to
Yeah.
it. And so those two colors are like so I wouldn't say they're sinister colors, but they're a great contrasting colors to use something like this, you know?
Mhm.
So I thought that they looked really awesome right there too.
And when they were dancing in the black and red, I mean, you have to give it to them. They danced hard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was very powerful. Not just the movements, but like the emphasis they gave it.
Yeah.
So I was like, whoa, damn. Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
weren't surprised when the camera was, the camera was emphasizing it by its movement, but it
Mhm.
did give you believed that they could have been stomping the ground that hard,
Yeah.
that it made the camera do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was it was a really good performance.
Yeah. And we could agree that we love like the traditional clothing, not the ones that they wore in white at the end, but
Mhm.
like their individual clothing that they all wore too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Very interesting. Very cool. I'm
Yeah.
wondering, like, I thought there would be a plot to have a director's version, so I'm kind of surprised. I'm like, what more could there be?
Yeah. Yeah. Like honestly, like yeah. And the sets too, like the sets were really, really awesome. Like I love the draping. One of the sets was like it had like a dragon. Wait, is it a dragon or a lion? Wait. It was very colorful. Forget which animal it was. So which animal was it? Pretty sure it's a dragon. But yeah, and so that was like super colorful and awesome. And
I
yeah,
didn't really
it's
notice
just
the sets that much, honestly.
yeah,
I
I
was
was
mostly looking at them, which
uh
is a good and a bad thing. It means the sets weren't distracting.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, I totally noticed it.
that's usually how I feel about lighting. If I
Yeah,
don't notice the lighting, you did a good job.
yeah,
I should only notice one or two things, and that's because you want me to. If
yeah.
I'm noticing the lighting, then it's usually messed up.
Ooh, that's not good.
It's one of those weird things. It's totally an underappreciated art, I feel like, too, because if it's done well, you should never notice it.
Yeah, it's true.
So kind
You're
of sucks
absolutely
for all my lighting friends out there. You're doing the good work.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
should we try this director's version?
yeah. Let's look at the director's
Okay,
cut.
all right. Let's see here. Sorry,
Liking,
guys.
I'm liking what we see so far.
Yes. Okay, so this is director's cut. Also, I don't know if I said this in the beginning, but the song is called Goblin, but in parentheses after that, it's called Favorite Boys.
Ah,
Goblin Favorite
okay.
Boys. Sorry, I
All
should
right.
have mentioned that before. I didn't realize how many times they were going to talk about being your favorite boys during
Okay.
the song.
Oh, all right.
But that's also interesting because you don't think of goblins as being your favorite, but they're like, we're goblins, but you love
Mm-hmm.
it. Which I do like. I like
Yeah.
the song. That one last thing, that song is also very, very confident. It's not a song you could sing if you were insecure or unsure of yourself in any way. So that was
100%.
interesting too.
Yeah. It did exude total confidence. Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to believe it or you have to be able to act like you believe it. Otherwise it wouldn't work. It'd be silly.
And they all exuded confidence. Let me tell
Yes.
ya.
1000%. Yes.
Great job, favorite boys.
Good job. All right, you ready to see the director's cut of
Yeah,
this?
yeah, let's see it.
Here we go. I like the logo.
Yeah, looks kind of cool.
Yeah. It looks like when you record all the like modulation.
Oh my.
That was that what you were talking about? Was that the dragon?
No, no, no.
Okay, sounds like this.
It was a lion. Oh, I love that draping. I can't. Oh,
You're
so
like,
cool.
I can't. I like that like robe he's wearing.
See, there you go. That's the background. Yeah. Oh, I guess it is. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, it is the dragon. Ooh, I like those. That was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like this set with the bonsai.
Yeah. I knew I was missing one.
Although this set has the best patterns.
Yeah.
That one. That's really cool. That headband. Where do I get that? Send me one.
Right? Oh, I love that dancing, that traditional dancing.
It's really cool. Oh, I loved that too. Yeah, that break is so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I really like that part.
Yeah. It's weird. This seems like they're in like the netherworld or something.
Right?
And I feel like these outfits are really cool.
Yeah, I really love them a lot.
Negative. Sorry, I'm just looking at the shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
This is cool.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that one transition. That's just the way it's done is so cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen one like that, really.
No. Yeah, I mean, like it kind of it does break up the song a little bit, like that transition, but like I like it though.
I know.
It
Oh,
goes
I'm
so-
sorry. I was talking about the visual one where the guy
Oh.
like snaps his fingers and it kind of like we're in like another world.
Yeah. Oh, I will say though, like my favorite outfit is definitely all the traditional ones in there. Yeah, I mean, but I did like the all the outfits. Like I like the when they were again the contrast of the red and black. But what's cool about it is like I really like how like some of them were like sleeveless on one side, and it's like very edgy, you know,
Yeah.
and really awesome. It goes really well with the choreography.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because they are using a lot of arms and stuff. And the same thing in the white outfits. There were probably two of them that were cropped. And then I was actually wondering, we don't know the guys good enough to know this, but I was like, I wonder if the guys who were cropped in the white are different from the guys who are only have one sleeve, because there were like two guys with one sleeve later. I was like, they probably like switched it up so they all showed a little skin. But yeah, I actually really like the red and black outfits. Those are really cool. And that should be weird too, right? Like, to your point, everything's blended so well that it doesn't seem bizarre when they're in like full, ancient regalia or modern outfits. Which is a real testament to how well they were able to marry everything.
It's so crazy. It's just like, this is like a fun video to watch, like visually,
there's so much to see. I mean, we could watch it again and probably see completely different things. I didn't even know there was a dragon / lion on that thing.
I think I'm pretty sure that's a dragon. I missed it. I missed that first scene where I was like, no, I don't remember that. But then like I was like, it's that one, because it had all the colors, and so I was like, all right, it's that one. But yeah, like the other set, like towards the end where it's like black and white, ended there, like the traditional setting of like a traditional house.
Like the screens and stuff.
That was really cool. And then what I didn't notice before was the thunder and the lightning, like new stuff that I did notice the first time around, when they were dance, because I was so enamored with their flowing like white traditional clothing that like I just didn't notice that the background of it, where it's like, to your point again, it was very sinister, right? So you have all that like lightning and stuff like that as they're dancing. So that,
and even in the white room with like the trees and stuff, you'd think that wouldn't be sinister, but because he's predominantly in the dark, so there's a lot of lightness, but he's not light. And that contrast is how you can see what he's doing. It still manages, like, how do you make a solid white room seem sinister? I don't know. Turn off the lights. Like, that's what it seems like. But it really works. It continues that feel. It doesn't feel, because the other rooms are like really dark and intense. I also really love when the one guy is in front of the dragon and he's doing this, and it's like a neon trail behind him.
That was super awesome. And I have a very, 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 very soft spot for traditional dancing, because I used to do that a lot. And a lot of when I was way younger back in the day, so I really appreciated seeing like one of the guys dance like with the sleeves and stuff like that, because I used to do that when I was very young.
That's so cool.
So I had a lot of traditional dancing. Like, I can't do hip hop dance, bust me.
So this is incorporating that, so you know how hard it would be to weave that in with the modern stuff. So when I see dances like that, like incorporating to music videos and have it done very nicely and flow really nicely, like that's something like I really, really appreciate. So and it's great too, because like, they're what are they, like are they 4th gen? 3rd gen? I don't know. They must be 4th gen, because they debuted in 2017.
Okay, so like they're 4th gen, so they're a younger band, so that's really awesome, because it's like you're young, you're a younger band, and you're showing like, hey, like here's like some traditional dancing, like incorporating, their culture in there too. So I like that.
Yeah. It's like they still know where their roots are.
I love it.
This was super cool. What a great first introduction to them. Thank you so much. I cannot pronounce the whole handle. Do it for me, because I love it.
Kiyun's undercut and voice killed me.
Yes. I knew I was going to forget something, but this has been very cool, and now I can see why my algorithm is always telling me to listen to them. So thank you very much. Great idea. Great request.
Thank you. It was really fun. We had a lot of thoughts about it. There's just so much to say about it, So we like both versions.
And as we said, we probably missed a bunch of stuff.
We will probably have to rewatch it again. So well, I definitely want to look up I definitely have to read the lyrics next time, because I totally did not focus on it. I just know I like June, like June's voice, But that's the only part I paid attention to was their names. Like, 'cause I was trying to remember their names. But next time I'll watch it again and read what the song means because I clearly did not do that both times. Fail. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching with us. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And we are
LaChiMoLaLa.
And we will see you guys for the next one. 안녕.
안녕.